Hello everyone, myself Dr. Abhinay Anand, intern at IMS Varanasi. Today I am going to discuss with you about the preparation for NEET PG examination which I recently gave, in which I secured All India rank of 34 among 2,09,000 students. So as all of you have given NEET UG examination, right, in which there were around 20 lakh or 18 lakh students among which you got selected. Similarly, NEET PG is also a very tough examination. And in this era, where PG is considered to be a core part of any medico's curriculum, we all need to prepare for PG early and conceptually and with a strategy so that we can qualify and get the branch in the college of our dreams. So let us start with discussion. So the question I have got from many of my juniors and other people is that which source I used. So I would like to tell you about the sources in detail. There are many sources available for you, right? There is DAMS, Delhi Academy of Medical Sciences. There is DBMCI, Dr. Bhatia's coaching. Then there is MARROW. There is PEP Ladder. And initially a few new sources have also come up like Doctor Tutorials and Cerebellum Academy. Also, Unacademy and many other like Akash PG are also available. So there are many sources. Okay. So only one thing I would like to tell you: never doubt your source. Okay, whichever you choose, just have faith in that teacher, have trust in that teacher. Okay, because in all these sources there are professional teachers who have been pros in their own field, and whatever they are teaching to you, they are teaching considering for your benefit. Okay, so whatever they are teaching you, they think it is important for you. That is why they are teaching you. So whatever source you choose, have faith in that source and follow that single source. Like if you are studying anatomy from Bhatia, you study anatomy from Bhatia till the end. If you are studying pathology from DAMS, you study pathology from DAMS till the end. And mostly I would recommend that use a single source for all 19 subjects, okay? Because no coaching is there whose all 19 subjects are very, very good or all 19 subjects are very, very bad, okay? Every coaching is a mixed bag. So try to stick to one coaching for all subjects. If you feel for a few subjects you want to use another source, okay, use that, but till the end use that source only for that subject, okay? Now coming back to the question which source I used. So I personally used DAMS from second year till my internship. I used the pre-foundation course during my second year, which covered the first and second year topics. I used the foundation course during the during third year, which was also the COVID year. So due to that, I completed all my third year and final year notes in third year itself. Then during final year and during internship for 2 years, I took the TND, test and discussion, which was a kind of revision for all the subjects. And then towards the end, like 2 months before the exam, I used the DAMS DVT, DAMS Visual Treat, and DAMS PYQ Kebab. DVT was a kind of revision of all the 19 subjects in a 2 week duration, and DAMS PYQ was a previous year question mixture. So this was what I used, but yes, there are many other people who have secured better rank than me or similar rank to me who have used other sources also. So I would suggest to you, watch a few demo classes of all the coachings and choose the coaching which you like, है ना? Choose whether you like live classes, choose whether you like recorded lectures. But personally, I feel that live classes will always give you an edge. Okay, so wherever you find live classes are available, try to go for that. All those platforms also provide you recorded lectures, okay? So even if you cannot watch the live class, you can watch the recorded lecture, but at least you would have the option to go for live classes, which definitely have an extra edge. Similarly, another important thing are handwritten notes, okay? Many coachings are providing their printed notes, okay? Those are good. I would not say that those notes are not good or those are not very conceptual. They are good, but yet the handwritten notes have a feel. You know why you have written those words in a separate color, or why you have changed the paragraph, why you have made an arrow, why you have made a star. So those notes have your personal touch, okay? The printed notes are given by the teacher to someone to type, then they type, then they upload. Many things are lost in translation, many things are not written accordingly. So always try to go for handwritten notes. So if you are a second year student or third year student, you still have a lot of time, okay? Your PG exam, if you are going, means like next 2 years, I think definitely you are going to have NEET PG. After that, even if you have next, it is towards the end of the final year. So you have 2 or 3 years time with you, okay? So you can go for handwritten notes. They will definitely give you an edge which you might not be able to understand now. But later on, when the time comes to revise your notes, you will see that once the notes are handwritten, they will definitely give you an extra edge. Now, coming back to how to prepare and when to start. Okay. So as I said that in today's time, the competition has increased a lot. Okay, earlier there used to be a time when people started their preparation after internship, or 2 years later on they decided that yes, they want to do PG and they went for that. But nowadays the competition has increased fiercely. Okay, people are giving NEET PG for 4 or 5 years, yet they are not able to qualify. So you have to start preparation early. So according to me, the best time to start will be second year, because in first year you have just joined the college. Okay, you need to get a hang of it, how medical college feels. You have to make new friends. You have to get accustomed to the subjects, to the hostel life, everything. So better to give your first year time for yourself. You read the books, your anatomy, physiology, biochemistry from the standard textbooks like BHATIA or physiology from Ganong, or biochemistry from Vasudevan or Harper, wherever you feel, right? You read the books, you go for dissection, you go to the dissection hall, you go to the physiology labs, you go to the biochemistry labs, you discuss those topics with friends, you study what the teachers are saying. Okay, so first year you give to yourself. Okay, read the books, go to the classes, give time to yourself, get a hang of MBBS, make new friends, enjoy. Okay, from second year you start your preparation for NEET PG point of view. Now it doesn't mean that you need not focus on your professional examination, intern examination. No, always have a mindset that every examination is as important as the final NEET PG examination, whether it is your 10-mark sessional examination or your professional examination or any examination for that matter. Okay, because once you start giving importance to every exam, you develop a discipline for preparation of exam, and this discipline will help you towards the end. Okay, so give importance to every examination. Now I take all the exams seriously. Okay, why I'm saying this to you? Because I personally used to take all my exams seriously, whether it was a 10 marks anatomy sub test or anything. I used to take them very seriously. People used to say to me कि अभी ना ये क्यों ही पढ़ रहे हो, क्या ही पढ़ रहे हो, but in the end it pays. Okay, I got distinction in total 9 subjects through all my professional exams. 3 subjects in the first professional, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry. 4 subjects in my second professional, pathology, pharmacology, microbiology and forensic medicine. In ophthalmology in my third professional part 1, and in pediatrics in my third professional part 2. So all this was not possible if I would have taken the subjects lightly. Okay, you need to take every subject seriously and you have to give your best efforts, whatever you can give. Okay, I will not say that D laoge tabhi tum usme successful. No, it is not like that. But once you put your everything, this results will speak for yourself. Nowadays, all the coachings are teaching things very conceptually. Okay, so it doesn't mean that if you are preparing for NEET PG that you will not be able to understand the concept, you will only read one-liners. No, it is not like that. Even the coachings are explaining the topics in a lot of detail, I must say. Okay, so from second year, yes, you do read books. If you get time, you read book. In pathology, you can go for Robbins. In pharmacology, KDT. For micro, you can go for Anant Narayan or Apur Shastri. These are good books, and you might need them. Few points, few topics in microbiology, you need to read the books. But for the remaining 80% or 90% of the topic, you can even study those notes and go for your professional examinations also. You will do well in your examination. Even I used to I read the books, no doubt. Few topics I read from the book, but mostly I used to rely on the coaching DAMS notes only for even the professional examination. So you start your preparation in second year. In second year, you try to cover your first year and second year subjects, because in first year you did not take coaching. So it is doable, because I personally did that, and during my second year I used to go to all the postings also. I attended my classes also, and in the evening I used to make notes of the subject, and I was able to comfortably complete all my first year and second year notes. And that time COVID was also not there, so you cannot say that there was COVID so I got time. No, I did first and second year notes in second year with all my postings and classes. Then when I went in third year, yes, I had an added advantage that in third year we had COVID. So mostly we went to our homes. So at home we got lot of time, okay, lot of free time. So I utilized that time and I completed all my third year and final year, including the short subjects, radioderma, psychiatry, anesthesia, everything I completed in third year itself by September, October. Yes, you can ask me that were you able to revise everything? Were you able to remember everything? My answer is no. I was not able to remember everything. I was not able to revise a few subjects, short subjects. But at least I completed my notes. And completed does not mean only watching the video and underlining. No, I made handwritten notes. I tried to understand everything with the teacher. If I had any doubts, I asked the doubts to the teacher, either in the live class or through the Facebook posts or somewhere. And I cleared my doubts so that my notes were wholesome. Okay, it was just a matter of revision. Once I revised the notes, I remembered everything. So I would not say you also complete everything, but because now there is no COVID, you have to go for practical classes, you have to go for the lectures. Yet, it is my suggestion, try to complete third year and try to complete as many subjects of final year, especially the four major subjects, medicine, surgery, obs, gynae, pedia. If not completely, at least 50 to 60% of these four subjects in third year, and the remaining subjects, like the remaining part of these four core subjects and the short subjects, you can do in final year. Okay? Because see, till next year or next to next year you are having NEET PG, so you are getting the time of internship also. So few subjects are left, like first year and AD छूट गया, final year का radio छूट गया. You can do an internship. But 2 or 3 years down the line, we are going to have next, in which you won't get time during your internship to prepare because your examination might be held before internship only. So for that, you need to start preparing now, है ना? And for that, you have to have the goal of completing your notes in third year. Because if you complete your notes in third year, final year is revision, as many revisions as you can do, okay? And that will help you revise your notes multiple times for your professional examination also, as well as for NEET PG examination also. Because see, from third year onwards, although books are very good, they build your concepts, but the time constraint is there, okay? You have to do everything, and in that you have to read the books. So there are good books. You have to read a few topics from Park, you have to read a few topics from Dhingra, but selected topics which are not well explained in your coaching notes. Otherwise, my personal suggestion is try to stick to those notes which you have made yourself. Those teachers are also explaining the topics. Try to grasp the concepts in the class and move on with that. If few topics are not well understood, not covered in the class, for that you refer to the books in ENT Dhingra, in PSM Park. Similarly, in final year also for obs gynae datta, for pedia ghai, and medicine surgery, whichever books you feel, Davidson or Harrison, and in surgery, Love and Bailey, or whichever book you like, you can study a few topics, but be selective. Hai na? Don't go deep inside the books, because ultimately you have to revise everything, and books become a lot to revise towards the end. Hai na? The notes are revisable, the books I don't personally feel are revisable. So try to stick to that. Now, coming to internship. So internship, you have to do your postings also, you have to do your revision also. So it has to be a balance. Okay, so how to deal with this? We'll discuss it in future videos. So for now, my basic suggestion for you is going to be that start early. And before choosing a source, always make sure that your notes are revisable. Okay, ultimately it is the revision of your notes that is going to help you remember everything. Because I've seen many people, they make voluminous notes during their MBBS or internship. Towards the end, the notes are non-revisable, they cannot revise those notes. So what they do, they switch to some other source towards the end. Like during internship, they abandon all the notes which they have made in first, second, third year, saying कि ये तो बहुत बड़ा था, ये तो prof के लिए था, इसे अब नहीं रिवाइज कर पाऊंगा, अब नए नोट्स बनाऊंगा, या फिर नया कोई प्रिंटेड मटेरियल लूंगा, रैपिड रिविजन या फिर वैसा कुछ वाला, उससे पढ़ूंगा. So the thing is, the notes in which you invested so much of time in your second year, third year, final year, you are abandoning them. Why? Because those notes were so voluminous, you cannot revise in internship. So before choosing any coaching during your second year, third year, always make sure that your notes are either not so much that you cannot revise, or so less that it is missing the key concepts. Okay, the key concepts must be present, but it should not be so extensive, means redundant topics are written which have no correlation, whose questions you can answer with the basic knowledge of pharmacology or pathology are given again and again in medicine or obs gynae or surgery. There is no need. Okay, you need to study everything once in one subject concisely and grasping the important concepts. Hai na? Always try to understand things. Although this year many questions were one-liners, like there were questions on autopsy techniques, Rokitansky letules, Goans, like that. There were simple one-liners related to Wernicke's encephalopathy or related to pellagra. But yes, concepts are very, very important, hai na? And those can be built using a source which is providing you limited amount of data but what is important for you and what you can revise again and again. Okay? So you follow these, you revise, you try to revise all the 19 subjects during the first 8 to 9 months of your internship. That should be your target. Okay, if you are starting your internship in April, by November, by December, all your 19 subjects should be revised once. Okay, because the last 1 month, probably next year NEET will be held in January or towards February. So you will last 1 to 1.5 months you have to give for your revision. And for revision also you have to use a concise source. Like I said, I use DAMS DVT and DAMS PYQ. In last 1 to 1.5 months I was myself having my surgery postings. So with that, whatever time I got, I used those only. I did not revise my main notes, because main notes I already revised till December, January. I completed revision with my main notes. So I went for the concise notes, not concise notes, the revision material with DVT and PYQ. Okay. So you have to revise your own notes once, then you have to go for these. You cannot just abandon your notes made in second year कि second में पढ़ लिया था अब छोड़ दो. No. During internship, however strong your subject is, however weak your subject is, you have to revise the notes at least once. ठीक है? And some subjects you may require more revision. So how will you judge that? So the best way for that is giving grant tests. Now, when to start giving grant tests? Don't start during your second year or third year, because in second year, third year, you have not read all the 19 subjects. Na? So some subjects will be alien to you when you give the grant test. So best time to start giving grant test is during your internship. Many people say कि final year में दे देते हैं. But the thing is, final year itself is very much hectic. You have to study 9 subjects. So with that, grant test might be a bit too much. So my suggestion is start during internship. You give a grant test, okay? Then don't see your rank or don't see your marks, okay? Because they might not correlate so much with the end result. But see which subjects you are doing more correct and which subjects you are doing more wrong, okay? If most of the questions you attempted in a subject are correct, okay, even though you have read that subject only once superficially, but you are doing those questions correct, that means the concept you built in those subjects during your final year, pre-final year are very strong. So you might not need to read those subjects again and again. You read them once, it's okay. Then you solve the questions, question bank, that's fine. Even if you can't solve the question bank, if you are doing it correctly in GT, then move forward. But there are some subjects in which you might do many wrong. So for those subjects, you need to study those subjects again and again. Like I personally, pharmacology, microbiology, opthal, these I studied multiple times, 2 to 3 times during my internship, because these subjects were weak. I used to do most of the questions wrong. Similarly, medicine, I used to do many questions correct. So I studied only once during my internship. Okay. So you have to make a personalized schedule for yourself. Which subjects are on the weaker end, which subjects are on the stronger end. The subjects which are on the weaker end, you have to give more time. You have to study them again and again. Which are stronger side, you have to study them once. It is not that you will not study, because at the end you might, in overconfidence, you might mistake in those subjects only. Okay. Those subjects you have to study once. Okay. And like this, you have to balance everything. Okay. So in the end, I would like to say only these things, that use a source which is revisable. Okay. Keep your notes not very short but concise notes, crisp notes with concepts. Okay. And towards the end, do revisions from some source, shorter source, like you use PYQs or use a DVT rapid revision like that. So that you, in the end 1 to 1.5 months, you need not go to those voluminous notes back again. But yes, before that you have to revise every notes once. Okay. Trust your source. Okay, whatever they are teaching, they have experience, they know what you need. So trust your source. Don't jump from source to source. ठीक है. Let other people say कि अरे इस देखा तुमने इस वाले कोचिंग में ये पढ़ा दिया, न्यू टॉपिक ये हो गया, न्यू एडिशन आ गया. But don't feel like that, है ना? You have read whatever you have read. Have faith in yourself. I made my notes for second year, third year subjects in 2018-19. I used those notes only again in the NEET PG examination this year. I studied those only. Yes, there are a few updates, no doubt. But those updates are being given to you by the faculties through form of videos or posts on their clubs or channels. So just update those things and that's it. You need not change your notes again and again every year. Okay. So trust your source, be concise, बी स्मार्ट, है ना. हार्ड वर्क तो करिए, साथ में स्मार्ट वर्क करिए, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली हार्ड वर्क तो बहुत लोग करेंगे ही करेंगे, सब लोग करेंगे और हार्ड वर्क पे भी करता है. बट स्मार्ट वर्क अगर आपने कर लिया तो वो आपको ज़्यादा पे करेगा इन द एंड. ओके. And also another very important thing, okay, means I have seen many people saying कि USMLE step 1 solve करो और PLAB preparation का जो book आता है उसे solve करो, previous 10 years के papers solve करो, they will give you an edge in the examination. I personally have not solved any of those books, okay. What I did, I used to study the subject, I used to solve the question bank which was available in my app, and that also I was not able to do for all the subjects. But yes, towards the end I gave the grand tests, I analyzed from the grand test, I saw the videos of the PYQs, last 5-year PYQ. This year I gave 2023 NEET till 2018, previous year questions I saw. Okay, so your coaching notes, your coaching question bank, your grand tests and the previous year question, they are more than enough. Even if you do this much, that is enough. Because you see, some sources claim that we had all 100% questions or 200 questions in our notes or in the book, so and so book, okay. But the thing is, even the topper is not able to do 200 correct, okay. So if you just follow these, your notes, your question bank, the GTs, the PYQs, it is more than enough. You need not use any kind of another book for foreign author book or USMLE book or PLAB book, at least for cracking your NEET PG examination. So if you want a good rank in NEET PG, just follow whatever your coaching is providing, whatever question banks are available there, give the test, see the PYQ, that's it. And also inside those question banks, I would like to admit before you, I was not able to do the question bank of all the 19 subjects. It is a fact, okay, if you want you can come and check my app even right now, the source which I use. I was not able to do all the 19 subjects because what happened, in the first year I did not have coaching. In the second year when I took the coaching, abhi to पढ़ ही रहे हैं, क्या ही question solve करेंगे. In the third year I had to complete all the 19 subject notes, उसमें इतना time ही नहीं था. I did the third year subjects in that COVID time. Optha NTPSM. In final year, I only did for surgery few topics and obs-gynae. That's it. Medicine, I never solved the PYQ question bank because I said I did the GTs. I saw that my medicine questions are mostly correct after reading the notes only. So I did not. Similarly, for the short subjects, I never solved the MCQs, ortho, radio, anesthesia. For first year subjects also, I only solved a few MCQs of biochem. That's it. So what I want to say is that question banks are important, but even if you are not able to do the question bank like in your final year, in the internship, don't waste your time doing the question banks, because what happens, question bank, you click on the option, you get whether it is correct or not, ठीक है. You were not committing to your answer, है ना. गलत भी हो गया तो अब तो तुम उसको मतलब सोच लोगे ना, ठीक है गलत हो गया याद कर लिए. But what happens in a GT, you have to commit to your answer कि ये मार्क किया तो यही रहने दो, इसे चेंज ना करे, ठीक है. So even better than question bank is your GT, okay. So question bank, try to solve. I'll not say don't solve question banks, try to solve. But even if you are not able to solve, no problem, go for the GTs. GTs दो, GTs मत छोड़ना. GTs किसी का भी ले लो, GTs देना. Center based test सारे कोचिंग्स नहीं प्रोवाइड करते हैं, एक दो करते हैं, like DAMS provides center based test where you have to go to a center and give the exam on computer. Definitely go for that, okay. 2 to 3 examinations are held just before the exam, main exam. Definitely go for that. It will give you the feel. And even the GTs which you give, don't give it on the iPad or laptop at your home, ठीक है. वो room वाली feeling कभी नहीं आएगी. I think in everyone's college or institute there is a one computer center where computers are available with internet. Go to the computer center, sit there and give the examination. That will be much more beneficial than solving the question bank on your phone or giving the GTs. And also many people ask me कि आपने MARROW के question banks तो किए होंगे ना. So as I have already said, I have not used MARROW as a source, okay. I use DAMS. But yes, many times I got tense because when I used to discuss a few topics with my friends, they used to say कि अरे तुमने ये देखा इसमें ये अपडेट आ गया है MARROW में, और अच्छा अरे तुमने ये देखा MARROW में तो ये भी क्वेश्चन है, उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन में ये है. So sometimes I used to get the FOMO कि अरे MARROW के क्वेश्चन बैंक्स तो किए नहीं हैं. But then I said ना, I had faith in my source. तो मुझे लगता था कि ठीक है छोड़ो, जो भी मैंने पढ़ा है, मैंने एटलीस्ट नोट्स तो पढ़ा है ना, उसमें से क्वेश्चन आया तो ठीक है, नहीं आया तो नहीं. And see, in the end, you can see, even after not solving a single question from MARROW question bank, if I was able to do the exam, you can also do it. What you need to do is focus on your notes, revise them again and again. Whatever source you are using, do the question bank of that source. Okay, I used my own source. I used my DAMS question bank. As I have already said, I have solved few subjects. But MARROW question bank, I did not solve even a single question. Okay. So with this, we would like to end this video. But yes, in the upcoming days, we are going to come up with videos for each professional, how you have to study for that professional exam, how you have to manage both your professional exams as well as your preparation for NEET PG, and we'll also come up with a separate video discussing how to manage your time during your internship, how to go about all the subjects and your internship posting. So thank you very much.